The BMW X6 E71 was and is a polarizing car. It is a coupe, it is a SUV, it is big, but it is sporty, and it has a timeless, classic design. For many people, the X6 might be a bargain to buy or to own if only they knew that they can modify it quite easily. The short version: headlights, taillights, exhaust tips, Android screen, rear view camera, digital instrument cluster, and ambient lights. The long version: hello everyone, I am Bogdan, I help people upgrade their cars, and in this video we are looking at how you could upgrade the BMW X6 E71 to feel special once again. For those of you that are DIY enthusiasts, links will be available in the description with the products that I mentioned, so you can source them and do the work yourselves. And for the rest of you, you could reach out and we will do the work for you. Let's set some context to our story. The X6 E71 was sold from 2008 and until 2014. In 2013 it received a facelift that brought some small design changes on the outside and the option of LED headlights and also better interior media units. Nothing major in the sense that you will struggle to see the differences between the different generation of vehicle, but as always when sourcing upgrades for a vehicle you need to know the specific detail about your vehicle. So you need to know if your vehicle is a pre-LCI or LCI version. The plan of attack starts with the headlights. When I'm upgrading a vehicle, I've noticed that changing the headlights has a massive impact on the overall look and feel of the vehicle. Although headlights get yellow once they age, for some reason the X5 and X6 headlights are notorious for this. Check out some of the examples of really bad yellowing and fading of the headlights that I found on AutoTrader. Now, although aftermarket headlights are not always the best option and they will not last as long, on the X6 your best value for the money will be aftermarket LED headlights. Yes, AliExpress, eBay, Amazon are your best friends, but you need to keep focused and you need to keep buying, or you need to look at products that keep the vehicle looking original. So get the headlights that look like the original BMW headlights, not the Mickey Mouse Tokyo Drift versions with X's and all sorts of other daytime running lights. That is if you ever want to be able to sell the car, or if you ever want to still be friends with me again. Also, make sure that when you order the headlights, you order according to your vehicle. So you need to know that some of the headlights are adaptive and some aren't, so AFS and non-AFS. And also some of the headlights will be right-hand drive and others will be left-hand drive. On the topic of lights, if we have looked at the headlights, I also suggest looking at the tail lights. Although it depends a lot on the condition of the vehicle, my process of upgrading is changing also the tail lights at the same time as the headlights, because you don't want the front to look new and the back all beaten up. Go for AliExpress, eBay or Amazon and search for the tail lights that still look OEM. Maybe in some cases the darker ones might look good on your vehicle, but that is something that relates to the color of your vehicle and the overall look that you want. Also, very important tip, you need to water test these units before you keep using them or immediately after the install, because many times the gaskets are not sitting properly. I've seen cars that had serious damage to electronics because either the installer didn't do the work properly or the manufacturer didn't place the gaskets as they should. Let me know if something like this has ever happened to you. I'm quite curious to see if this is a general thing with aftermarket headlights. If we are still in the back of the vehicle, another small detail with a big impact are the exhaust tips. I'm especially fond of changing the round ones for the square ones. They're not that expensive. Examples are on the screen. You can find them on AliExpress, eBay, Amazon. And also you could consider the two-pipe design, although that is not my favorite. See which one works better for you. We finished with the exterior. We are now looking at the interior. On the interior, the biggest impact, the biggest change that you can do is sourcing an Android screen. different screen sizes are now available, with the latest and greatest being the 14.9-inch screen. Personally, I'm using the 14.9, but it is a personal decision that you need to make, because maybe the 12.3 or maybe the 10-inch looks better on your dash. To order the correct unit, you need to identify what media unit is on your car. On the X6, it will be a little bit more complicated because we have the CCC, CIC or MBT all being available. Once you know that, you go to AliExpress, Amazon and eBay and you order the screen for your vehicle. At this point, I strongly recommend also getting the rear view camera. On a big vehicle like the X6, it makes a big impact to know what's happening behind the vehicle, and also with a rear view camera you're able to make use of the big high resolution screen that you're getting with the Android screen. Cameras are not that expensive, $20, $30, pounds, whatever currency you're having. The only catch is the install. So tracing all the cables will be a bit more time consuming, but you're getting a nice rear view camera, something that wasn't available back in the day with the original cameras that you were getting. A secret tip or a top tip is to make sure that you're ordering a long cable for your camera. So don't get the 6 meters, get a 10 or a 15-meter cable, and you will thank me when you have to do the install. On a controversial topic, we discussed the digital instrument cluster. I'm not a big fan of the G series design on these newer digital clusters, the aftermarket ones, but on some versions of the software, the updated versions, you are also able to get the round speedo dials, and those ones integrate much better with the overall design concept of the vehicle. Now, even if you don't get that round shape instrument cluster design layout, if you're still using, or if you're installing the Android screen and with some nice ambient lighting, even those G-type shape might work, but I'm not fully sold on this idea. If you guys have seen vehicles that have them installed, and if you have some feedback, I would really like to see it in the comments to maybe test that type of setup for future videos, or maybe consider it as a topic for a future video to come to the channel. The last thing that we need to discuss, the cherry on top, will be nice ambient lighting. Here you have kits that are generic, and you will have also specific kits tailored to the X6 E71. With whichever you go, the most important bit is to have something that can adjust the light intensity independent of the switch of the vehicle, and something that can adjust the color of the light that you are having inside. Make it look OEM, make it look nice, and by this point you were able to add all the creature comforts of a 2025 vehicle to a X6 E71 at a fraction of the price of buying yourself a new car. What are your thoughts on these upgrades? I'm really curious to see how you see these types of upgrades, and maybe we will get ideas for future videos in the comments below also. Some other interesting details when you are sourcing Android screens can be found in this video. If you want to repair a BMW X5, X1, X3, 1 or even 5 series, these diagnostic tools might also help. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.